What's up, Moto Outsider? My name is Chris. Welcome to the channel. I want to say happy 2025 and happy Supercross Day. Yes, that's right. We are back in race season. Today's Anaheim 1. We just finished up with qualifying, and I just wanted to give some of you who may not have seen qualifying today some updates on the craziness that's been going down because some pretty crazy stuff happened. So let's get right into it. First of all, Levi Kitchen will not be racing tonight, and he will not be racing the West Coast. Yes, he was supposed to be the biggest rival to Haiden Deegan in 250 West, and unfortunately, he's ill, he has a flu, and he will not be racing tonight. We did see him go out for qualifying today a little bit earlier. His time reflected his illness. He did not qualify very well in the free session, so obviously we were a little bit concerned about what would happen with that, and it sounds like he's going to be moving to the West Coast. They did an interview with Mitch Payton earlier today. Same thing, just says that he's not healthy. He's going to the hospital to get blood work, not racing tonight, and we won't see him in 250 West. I would hate to be somebody in 250 East. That coast is going to be absolutely stacked with Austin Faulkner, RJ Hampshire, and everyone else who's going to be racing there now. So unfortunately, we won't get to see Levi Kitchen race tonight. It's kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. We wish the best for Levi. I hope he heals up soon. Again, just disappointing that we won't get to see him race Haiden Deegan, but Hayden's got someone else to worry about tonight. Julien Beaumer qualified first in both 250 sessions today, just edging out Hayden. Hayden looked incredible. He looked like he was driving really well, but we've heard some rumors about Julian flying at the test track, so to say, and it proved itself true. He was very, very humble in his interviews, very short. Didn't really seem very happy about it, but I think he just wants to show that he actually can race, he can be up front, he can win main events. Training with Davey Millsaps again for the second year on the Red Bull KTM. I think he's going to do really well personally. He looked really smooth, really, really comfortable on the bike, very controlled. Now, Hayden himself did look, in my opinion, probably a little bit faster, but his last lap of the last qualifying session where he was looking to beat Julian's best time, he made a couple tiny mistakes after he adjusted some bike settings, and he wasn't able to put down a lap time better than Julian's, but we're looking at like a tenth of a second difference. That's not much. Those guys are going to probably battle tonight in the main event. We can only hope they both get good starts and they put on a show for us tonight. So keep an eye on that. Ryder DiFrancesco qualified third. There's been a lot of talk about him. In my opinion, last year, he was a 5th to 10th place guy. Really cool to see him up front. Again, he's also training with Davey Millsaps this year. Another big jump for him. In the press conference yesterday, he was asked about his physique and how he's feeling going into the season, looking a little bit taller and bigger and more mature. Obviously, he's becoming a man. And yes, he said he put on about 15 pounds of muscle from the last race last year. So that's pretty big. He's growing. He's getting bigger. He's probably able to control the bike better, especially in the whoops. So I'm curious to see if Ryder D can get up front, get some podiums this year, and work towards getting a race win because, as you know, he was a highly touted amateur phenom. I'd love to see him do better. So let's see what Ryder can do. Joe Shimoda 4th, Jordan Smith 5th, and then rookie Cole Davies with Star Racing Yamaha qualified 6th, which is really impressive. Young, he's from New Zealand. I believe he's like 17 years old. He was looking really good, really comfortable on the bike. And again, this is his first professional Supercross race, so keep an eye on him tonight. Anthony Bourdon from France was 7th. Garrett Marchbanks, Michael Moseman, who a lot of people didn't even know was racing, was 9th. And then Styles Robertson, his first race in over a year, rounds out the top 10 in the 250 class. Really, really impressive group of guys in 250 West, don't get me wrong, but I think 250 East is going to be insane this year. I'm looking forward to that. Really big bummer again to Levi Kitchen for not lining up tonight, but we have something to look forward to now in 250 East. And once again, Deegan and Beaumer are probably going to put on a pretty big show, and I'm curious to see if anybody else can get in the mix tonight. So that's all we're going to cover in the 250 class. Not a ton of crazy stuff in the 450 class, but just some things to mention. I don't know if you guys heard, but Eli Tomac qualified first in not one, but both sessions today. Both sessions. Eli Tomac qualified the fastest in 450 practice today. Unreal. As someone who is a fan, very biased, grew up watching and just a huge fan of Eli my whole life. This is cool to see. Again, he came in last year very underprepared, coming off that Achilles injury. He was riding so flawless today. It was absolutely incredible to watch him. And it makes you wonder, like, did the World Supercross stuff really help him? Going into the season, already prepared, already training, has a bunch of gate drops under his belt already this year. Just makes you wonder if that makes him feel a little bit more comfortable going into it, or if he's just fully healthy. Maybe he just wants to go out his last season showing everyone what he has. He said in the press conference that he's not just going to be rolling around out there trying to finish the season. He sounds eager and he looks eager to win. Would not be surprised if he pulled out and win tonight, or at least multiple wins this season. It was awesome to see him dicing out there. Jet Lawrence looked great. Jet probably should have had the fastest time in the second session, but again, just a couple little mistakes like we saw from Hayden in the last session. probably had it. If you guys go back and watch practice, you'll probably agree. Jet was absolutely flying. All these guys are going fast. I mean, the top 10 guys are all literally within about a second and a half, which is really cool to see. So Jet was looking really good. Obviously, Chase Sexton in third. Chase was running up front in the first session, and then he was overtaken by Eli. But Chase looked really fast all day today, really comfortable. No big mistakes that we saw on Race Day Live. Jason Anderson fourth, to be expected. West Coast guy. He always does so well out west. He's a great rider all around, don't get me wrong, but first race of the year, not surprising, and it does make me wonder if having somebody, like Jorge Prado kind of nipping at his heels, Jorge kind of moved up to the number one spot, in my opinion, on the team. Monster Energy Kawasaki has heavily invested in him to be their guy for the next few years. So Jason Anderson's on the last year of his deal at Cowie, and if he doesn't perform this year, I mean, who knows if he's going to get signed next year. So good to see Jason in fourth. Hunter Lawrence fifth. We didn't see too much of him. He did get the whole shot in the second session, not that it matters, but they do those fake starts. He came out swinging out of the second session, looked really comfortable. Sixth place, Justin Hill. Someone to keep an eye on tonight. Somebody who, in an interview with Gypsy Tales I listened to a few weeks ago, he sounds like he is absolutely in the best shape of his life. Comfortable on the bike, feels good, eats good, sleeps good. He's turned a lot of stuff around. I would not be surprised to see him in the top 5 a bunch this year, maybe even on the podium with some good starts. So rounding out the top 10, we had Malcolm Stewart, Cooper Webb, who was kind of quiet. Aaron Plessinger looked really comfortable and fast. And Dylan Ferrandis, 10th overall. Prado, Cooper, Savacci, Roxon, Freeze, Mitchell Oldenburg, 16th. Barsha, 17th, which is a little bit odd, kind of quiet. Weird to see him down in 17th, but it's round 1, you guys. Not too much to worry about there. Colt Nichols follows Benny Bloss. And then we have Shane McElrath, Mitchell Harrison, and Jerry Robin, 22nd. So guys, this is a really, really good track, in my opinion. I think it's going to be really racy, very technical. The dirt looks awesome. All in all, I'm super excited for Anaheim 1 tonight. This is a shorter video. Obviously, I'm not there. I don't know anything that you guys couldn't figure out yourselves on social media or by watching Race Day Live, but just want to put this up there for you guys who did not get to catch the qualifying sessions today. They were really good. If you have Peacock, you should go back and watch them before the main event and get the insight from JB and AC because they are awesome on Race Day Live. I love what we have so far this year. It's been really good, but Matt and I will be back tonight or tomorrow morning with a race recap covering everything that happens in the main events tonight. So thank you guys again for supporting us and supporting our journey. We'll be at Tampa Supercross on February 8th. If you guys are going to be there, please reach out to us. We'd love to meet you, love to talk to you, and bench race some dirt bikes. First round of 250 East is going to be absolutely insane. So going to sign off now, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the race tonight. Stay off your phones and actually watch this stuff because I bet you we're going to have some of the best racing we've seen in a long time. But Matt and I will see you tomorrow morning for a race recap. Take it easy, you guys. Enjoy the race. Have a good night.